All right, so Nick Wright has his Mahomes Mountain for this week after that last week very interesting game versus Kansas City Chiefs, right? So he says slid off the mountain. SKYLER Thompson and Bo Nix. The fact that Bo Nix would even considered close to the mountain is insane. Will Levis and Danny Dimes. Man, Will Levis. I feel bad for Ryan. I really do. He went from Joe to Will Levis, and it's not working out so far for him. I do have faith in Will Levis, though. I have a lot of faith that Will Levis is going to be a successful quarterback. All right, so unless I'm like delusional, which Chiefs fans will say I am, unless I'm like seeing things or I'm taking mushrooms, something's going on here. Do I see the worst tier of this mountain having Caleb Williams? Nick Wright, are you good, bro? Did he see the light? Did he see the light and the light says that Caleb Williams is not a good quarterback? Oh my lord! That's actually amazing. He has Caleb Williams as the worst tier of this list, which you normally... I mean, this is a guy who, this man right here, thinks that this guy is going to the Super Bowl. And now he's the worst tier on his list? That's a first thing first there. Literally the show, first things first. That's the first thing. Jaden Daniels, Jacoby Brissett, Gardner Minshew, Deshaun Watson, Andy Dalton, and Malik Willis. Yeah, okay. I'm not against that first tier. I think this is the lowest tier. 100%. All right, who's the next tier? Brock Purdy, Jalen Hurts, the Prince, Sam Darnold, Justin Fields, and Anthony Richardson. Sam Darnold is on tier 2. And he should be. Sam Darnold, let me say it like this. Sam Darnold should be on tier 2. It's just mentally, I can't fathom that he is on tier 2 in 2024. That's my problem. I can't fathom that this guy is on tier 2. Brock Purdy, okay. Brock Purdy being this low is insane. But they did just lose. And yeah, they're not looking that good right now. So, again, recency bias, that's what it is. Kyler, Carr, Cousins, Rodgers, and Goff. Yeah, I mean, it's insane, too, because, like, I have to agree with him for a majority of this, because I don't really see any issues. Usually I see, like, one or two guys that move up and down, but, yeah, no. Let's just keep going, I guess. Dak, Stafford, Herbo, and Geno Smith. I feel like Dak should be lower. Dak should be lower. Stafford, stay there. Herbo. Okay, I would switch Dak with Derek Carr. I think that needs to be switched. Derek Carr is actually playing his mind out there right now. He's playing lights out. I think Carr should be above Dak. I think Dak's only here because he's a Cowboy. And I think he should be switched. Geno... Yeah, no. I keep everything else. Maybe this one switch. Burrow, Lamar, and Baker. Baker Mayfield is also on this high up on a tier list. This is insane, bro. Football is so crazy in the very beginning stages of the year. Anyway, Lamar and Burrow, same tier. I mean, they're both 0-2. They both lost to the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, I can't even argue that. All right, let's see the next one. Allen, Stroud, and Mahomes. I mean, for right now, before Burrow gets going the next couple weeks and starts lighting it up as he always does, yeah, I would say probably about right for this Mahomes Mountain. Obviously, Mahomes is 2-0. I'm not going to argue that one. Whether or not, both of those games that he played against the Ratbirds and the Bengals, both of them he almost lost, but almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. So it doesn't matter if it's almost. It's he won. He won the games. It is what it is. Beside the point, Allen, yes, Allen and Stroud are playing absolutely lights out. Yeah, no, this is a really good tier list. I'm actually heavily surprised. I really did not expect to agree with him here. Usually when it comes to these Mahomes Mountain, I have like this or that I don't agree with. But no, I mean, I think that Dak Prescott is way too high on this list. I think he should be lower. I think Derek Carr needs to be raised up. But outside of that, I think everything else, for the most part, is pretty good. And I'm very happy that he decided that Caleb Williams was not the second coming of Patrick Mahomes already. Thankfully, it took 2 weeks, but Nick Wright now is somewhat logical on him. But outside of that, yeah, no, I mean, that first tier, I mean, you could move Willis up because Willis just won and that was his first game playing. But even then, I think that might have been a fluke. Justin Fields, I think you should move down, but you can't because Justin Fields should be moved down, but there's no one I would realistically say should be instead of Justin Fields. Like, that's kind of how I look at Justin Fields. Like, Justin Fields, I don't think he should be in that spot, but there isn't anyone I could look at and say, yeah, this guy deserves to be over Justin Fields. Because is Justin Fields better than Jaden Daniels? Honestly, I would say yes, but I don't. That's kind of close, to be honest. I think Justin Fields is playing better than Jacoby Brissett. I think he's playing better than Minshew. I think he's playing better, although Minshew does beat the Ravens. I would switch around Minshew and Justin Fields. I put Justin Fields at the low tier. I put Minshew up one. Yeah, again, like I said, other than that, I think he did a really good tier list. It's weird, okay? It's weird. I made a lot of videos on this channel absolutely destroying Nick Wright for his awful takes against us. But recently, as of like the last month or so, he's been very pro Bengals. And because of that, it's difficult to go against a lot of things he says. Because now that he's looking at things more realistically, I look at his takes a little bit more realistically, knowing it's not just him blatantly hating on us for no reason. And some of these, I'm like, okay, I can agree with that. So, I mean, again, like I said, I would love to put Burrow at number one, but Burrow is not number one after the first week and then second week. Second week, a lot better, but first week, you cannot put Burrow number one in the league. I mean, Mahomes right now in this year is number one in the league until someone beats him. Obviously, we almost did, but again, almost only counts, Guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next one. Peace.